Chirikal. So for today's vlog, I'm gonna be talking about what are the requirements that we prepared for the legal capacity. So we have done this procedure last December, and we finally processed all of the requirements to get the legal capacity and get married in the Philippines within only a month. So if you were like me and planning to get married here in the Philippines with your Indian partner, stay tuned, and I will be talking about the requirements, the procedures, and the things that you must bring, and the other tips that I can give you as I have experienced the same thing. So without further ado, let's go on the video. So I have here a notebook, a very small notebook here. So as you can see, this is the notebook that is very important for me whenever I am processing requirements and applying for any kind of documents. So I have already created a summarized version of everything that we've done from the documents that we have processed to get married here in the Philippines, including the legal capacity, which is very important and very essential to all the Filipinas who will gonna get married to a foreigner like us, an Indian Filipino couple. So that is one of the major things that we need to pass and to acquire for us to get married for a civil or intimate civil wedding here in the Philippines. So as I turn the pages here, see, I have seen that the first requirement is your valid ID. So for the Filipino national and the Indian national, you both need to have the valid ID, the original copy, and the photocopy of each IDs. So do not forget to have a blue ball pen and sign it 3 times on a paper to make it valid, and don't forget to always have a photocopy of every valid IDs that you will gonna pass to the Indian Embassy in Manila. So the next thing here is your passport. So you should have the passport or the original passport and the photocopy of the bio page of your both passport, both for the Indian and the Filipino national. So with regards to that, the bio page, it includes your name, all of the details from your passport, and your signature. For the bio page of the passport for the Indian national, it looks like this. I will show you here. And for the bio page of the Filipino national, it looks like this. So kindly take note of that. And the next thing is for you to bring the joint affidavit of parents of Filipino national. This means that it is your parents who is giving consent for you to marry an Indian national or a foreigner. So this is irrespective of any age. Whatever age you are in, you still need to pass this and make it first go to the regional trial court to make it or to have your CANA, okay, for this one before you go to DFA apostillation. So CANA means Certificate of Authority for Notarial Act. So I'm gonna be putting the link below for the Google Drive for all of the templates that you can personalize according to your situation, information, and of course the passport numbers and the essential details that should be put there on the affidavits that you're gonna be going for the CANA. And for that, you need to go to the regional trial court first before going to the DFA or Department of Foreign Affairs for it to get apostilled. So in my case, the cost of the Certificate of Authority for Notarial Act or CANA here in Valenzuela for at the regional trial court. So the cost of each document is 255 pesos last December 2022. So that is the amount that I have paid in Valenzuela, here in Valenzuela. So the processing only took me like 20 minutes on that time, and mind it is December when I processed this document, and they got their Christmas party on this time as well, on this day. So I thought that I will not get my kana on that day, but gladly, we have a very strict policy and a very fast and convenient processing of documents here in Valenzuela. So thank you so much for our mayor and for all of the person behind this very good and effective and efficient public service. So that's what happened to me on my case. In my case here in Valenzuela, so I got the kana the same day. Only took 25 minutes. So let's move on to the next requirement. So before we go to the next requirement, I want to show you first how the joint affidavit of parents of Filipino national looks like. So I will show you here on the screen how does it looks like. And again, I will reiterate, I will put the link, the Google Drive link for the template so that you can personalize it and so that you can put all of the essential details and information. I will put it there on the comment section below or on the description box, so please do check it out. So for the next requirement, you need to have the valid ID of both of the parents of the Filipino national and the Indian national. So for the valid ID, I know that you are now aware for the Aadhaar card, which is their national ID, and they also have a PAN card. So with regards to these IDs, make sure that you have the photocopies of the valid IDs of both of your mother-in-law and father-in-law in both sides, Filipino and Indian national. So make sure that they also sign it 3 times with a blue ball pen, okay? So for the fourth one, you need to have the original affidavit of singleness. So for this one, you need again to go to the regional trial court and have the kana and pay for the amount before you go to DFA and have the apostillation. I highly suggest that before you go to any of the public or government offices, make sure that you have all the affidavits so that there is no hassle for you to go here and there to the DFA and to the regional trial court. So this is how it looks like. I will show you here on the screen. Okay, so this is how it looks like for the original affidavit of singleness together with the kana and the apostillation from the DFA. So the next requirement, or the fifth requirement, is the PSA Sanumar of the Filipino national. And for the counterpart, which is the Indian national, it should be your bachelorhood certificate. So mind it that you need to have it first, the original copy of it, and have the photocopy of the 2 requirements, which is the bachelorhood certificate for the Indian national and the PSA Sanumar for the Filipino national. So PSA Sanumar for the Filipino national and the bachelorhood for the Indian national certifies that both of you are single, and or both of you or one of you have been married from your previous partner, or if not, then this is the first time that you're gonna get married. So this is the proof of all of the license and all of the authorized marriage that you've been into. So the next requirement, or the sixth requirement, is your joint affidavit, both from Indian and Filipino national, telling on how they met each other and their plans after getting married. So it should also have a kana from the regional trial court before you get to apostille it from the DFA. So it looks like this for the joint affidavit from Indian national and from the Filipino national on how did they get to know or meet each other and what are their plans after getting married. So I will show you here on the screen, and that's how it looks like. Again, it needs to have CANA from Regional Trial Court before you go to the DFA for the apostillation of this document. So the seventh requirement is your Certificate of Employment or your COE. So you need to ask your human resource team or your company or email them for you to get this one. So it just states that you are employed and you can finance yourself and that you have a good standing with regards to your financial assets for this marriage. Okay, so make sure that you have your certificate of employment and together with the signatures of the relevant persons that who needs to sign it. So these are all the requirements that you need to submit in the Indian Embassy in Manila for you to get the legal capacity. So I highly suggest you to have a note or to take down notes using this kind of small notebooks and summarize all the details that I have been presenting or I have presented to you so that you can easily see what are the missing requirements that you don't have yet and for you to be able to schedule when will you gonna go for the regional trial court to have your certificate of authority for notarial act for each of the documents. So with regards to this, I hope that I have enlightened everyone who needs to go through the same process as mine, and I highly suggest you, if you are having a lack of time, especially for the Indian national to stay here in the Philippines to have your marriage done after a month. So I highly suggest that you go for the expedite process so that you don't need to go through a lot of hassle moments again in coming back to Indian Embassy in Manila. So with regards to the expedite process, it will cost you 500 pesos more than the actual amount that you need to pay for the processing of these requirements for the legal capacity. So I will show you here on the screen here about the total amount that we have paid together with the 500 pesos additional so that we can get it same day as we have submitted our requirements. Also, don't forget to photocopy all of the documents because they will get the photocopies only with regards to the Indian Embassy in Manila. So you need to again check the checklist that you have made, and I will also give a checklist for all of our VinCole Fam so that you can easily determine what are the missing requirements that you are not yet done or what is the correct filing of each of the documents before you go to the Indian Embassy and give it to them. So again, I will reiterate, make a set of all of the documents together with all of the photocopies of it and make sure that it is alphabetically arranged, and I will put a checklist down below, so kindly please check the link of the G Drive for the templates of all of the affidavits, for the picture on how does it look like, and together with the checklist that you need to acquire. So I hope I have given all of the necessary details that you need to hear from me, especially to all of those who emailed me with regards to this query for the legal capacity requirements. And please do check the link down on the comment section below, and I am doing my best to make this as short as I can so that you can go and finish the video and go to the respective government offices and save your day, and so that you can process all the requirements, because it's very tough, especially if you are having only a limited time to be with your Indian partner, to be here in the Philippines, because as we all know, their visa can only last for several weeks, and if you wanted to extend it, you again need to pay for a specific amount and go to the Bureau of Immigration there in Intramuros to have their ACR card or alien card registration for them to be able to extend their stay here in the Philippines. So if you are not planning to have it done, so make sure to watch this video until the end. And if you do watch it until this part, thank you so much for supporting us, and thank you so much for all of your feedbacks and for giving me inquiries so that I can make a content out of it. So if you find this vlog helpful and beneficial for your experiences or for your journey of being married for within a month with your Indian partner, so kindly give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to our channel to help our channel grow, and for all of the Filipinos or Indian national who needs to watch this, so kindly share this vlog. And thank you so much, VinCole Fam, for all of your support and for loving our contents and loving us individually, together with, again, special shout out for my in-laws, for my mom and dad there in India who always watch my vlog, and for all of you guys who are giving me a lot of courage to continue vlogging with regards to our progress here on YouTube. And thank you so much for all of the views that I am getting or we are getting from this account or channel. It really makes us very good, or very less anxious about all of the things that's happening at the moment. So again, thank you so much, and see you on our next vlog. Bye bye.